Before Stardom, many of our great artists had day jobs like 9 to 5, and for some, menial jobs. Let's see these jobs they took and their occupations before the limelight. Zlatan really had a humble beginnings. He worked as a bricklayer. He also lived as a gambler just to cater to his needs. But today, the story is different. Let's move to AGBB Adekunle Gold. Today we all know Adekunle Gold as a musician, but he was initially a graphic designer, a good one at that. In fact, he was the one that designed the YBNL logo. Next is Rick Hassani. Before doing music full-time, Rick Hassani was a lecturer. And next is Niniola. So similar to Rick, Niniola was a teacher. She taught in a secondary school before the film. And next on the list is African rapper number 1, MI. So MI has worked as a cleaner during his days of humble beginnings. He worked as a cleaner to support himself through school. Let's move to Mayor Kun, the mayor of Lagos. Before music gave him fame, he was in the corporate world wearing suit, shirt and tie as a banker. He was in the marketing department until his music blew and then he left the banking job. And on the list is Rema. Rema started hustling from a young age. He has worked in the beat before fame. And aside from that, he has also done many other menial jobs to support himself, his widowed mother and siblings. On the list is Ricardo Banks. Before fame, Ricardo Banks has hustled and has been occupied as a hawker selling blenders. He has also done many other menial jobs. Tems on the other hand had a day job working 9 to 5 as a digital marketer and then a personal assistant before she became a celebrity. Next is Asake, Mr. Money. Before doing music, Asake started as a dancer. He has also acted in a movie before transitioning to doing music, which shot him to world stardom. Omaume on the other hand was doing 9 to 5 as a professional lawyer, which is the course she studied in school. She was working with a law firm in Port Harcourt before she became famous. Don Jazzy has also had his days of humble beginnings. I guess that probably also influenced his philanthropic personality and spirit of giving. Don Jazzy has worked as a security guard for McDonald's before becoming big. Rude Boy of the former P-Squared Rule group was an electrician. I guess it was during that period that contributed to inspire his song Reason With Me. But please, I'm not in any way suggesting that one cannot make it as an electrician. I mean, shout out to all the electricians. Mr. P, his brother, was an electronic electrician who specializes in repairing heaters, fans and other electronics. And aside from that, the Okoye twins were also footballers before they transitioned into doing music and having such a great career out of it. Next on the list is Waje. Before Stardom, she worked as a secretary in a church and her salary was 1,000 naira a month. She has also hustled by producing and selling chin-chin. Before fame, Ruga was also a hustler. He was a mobile technician. So he was a repairer of phones, iPad and other gadgets in Computer Village, Lagos. Mr. Tuki also had 9 to 5 before music. He was in an oil company, Nigerian Liquefied Natural Gas Company to be precise, but he quitted the job for music. Before fame in music, Mr. Easy has been a serial entrepreneur. He was in the business of gold mining, selling sausage rolls, shawarma and other items. So aside from coming from a privileged home and making money from music, Mr. Easy has made it as a businessman. Another artist always seemed to have come from a privileged home is D'banj, but he has also worked hard before the fame and he has worked as a security guard. Before fame, Falz also had a job. He was practicing law, the profession he studied in school, and he was working at his father's law firm. Next is Inyanya, and he has also had a job before fame. He managed a bar. And then on the list is Dr. Seed. Just so you know, the doctor in Seed is not just a stage name because he's an actual and professional doctor before fame. He practiced the profession for some years before we finally knew him as a musician. Eriga didn't also start his career as a musician. He was a basketball player before he transitioned to doing music. I no go lie, this always gets me surprised because I thought Eriga is short. So how did he play basketball? Wow, great. Before the fame, Bella Shmurda's occupation was pressing laptop. He pressed for a while before music paid. Next on the list is Pato Rankin. Before fame, Pato Rankin was a bricklayer. He He has also sold rat poison and he has done other menial jobs. Before Skin became popular and had the smashing hit, he was making money as a producer, although he wasn't making much money as he was charging 5,000 at the time. Joeboy too also had a humble life. He's worked as a marketer in a pure water company. Spyro has also hustled hard to make it. He sold recharge cards in the past before music paid off. Tiwa Savage has also had a working experience in the corporate world, as she was a banker before. She worked with the Royal Bank of Scotland, then she became a backup singer for some artists before she came to the spotlight. Another artist who also had a humble beginning is Timaya. Before the Stardom, he hawked and sold plantain, so his song Plantain Boy was his true story and the hustles that he's gone through in life. Banky W also paid his dues. He's worked before as a salesman. He has also worked in McDonald's restaurant. So I'll say, keep the faith alive and keep grinding. It can be you on the list tomorrow. I know I may not have met you before, but I'm wishing the very best for you for your hustle to pay. I'll be very happy to celebrate you when I hear your success story. Please subscribe to this channel Facts on Facts if you haven't. Hit the like button. Talk to you later.